So far we've learned to graph quadratics by using standard form. We've used vertex form in our previous section. Now we're going to use intercept form. And what that is it's just basically a factored quadratic equation showing where it crosses the y-axis or the x-axis. So if I'm looking at this first problem, I know that because of the solutions here that I'm going to have an x value of -1 when y equals 0, and I'm going to have an x value of 5 when y equals 0. So I know that I'm going to cross the axis at these points, -1 and 5. I know that the parabola is going to open downward because of the negative in front. So what I need to do is I need to find the x value of the vertex. So I'm going to go -1 plus 5 and divide that by 2. So -1 plus 5 is 4, divided by 2 is 2. So the x value of our vertex, or our axis of symmetry, is where x equals 2. Now I can put those x values back into the equations, or put that x value back into the equation. 2 plus 1, 2 minus 5, -3 times -3. So our y value of our vertex is 9. So we're at 2 and 9. So our y value is up here, and our parabola will come down through those points. So let's look at the function here really quickly. I'm going to move my graph a little bit. If you remember from factoring that we can take 2 out of this, so we're going to factor out a 2, leaving x squared minus 4. And if you remember the special products we had for factoring, this would be 2 times x plus 2 and 2 times or x minus 2. So that means we're going to have vertices or intercepts at -2 and 0 and 2 and 0. I can tell that because I'm going to add 2 and minus 2 together and divide by 2, that my axis of symmetry is 0. So now I'm going to find out what the y value of that vertex is. So we're going to have 0 plus 2. We're going to have 0 minus 2. And we're going to have 2 times 2 times -2, which would be -8. So our vertex is 0, -8. Get that down here. And we're going to come up through those 2 points where it crosses the x-axis. Okay, so I graphed these on the same graph. The red graph is x plus 2, x minus 3. So it has intercepts at -2 and +3. The blue graph you can tell is opening downwards because of the -2 in front. It has intercepts of 4 and -1. And finally the green graph is 4x squared minus 36, which you'll remember is 4x or 2x plus 6 and 2x minus 6. So it has intercepts that are equal Alright, so here we're asked to find the zeros, so we're going to factor and find zeros. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to write the equation here for number a, negative 2x squared minus 10x minus 12. All of those are even numbers, so I can factor out a negative 2. And I'm going to get x squared plus 5x plus 6. Now, if I take and do this, I'm looking for two things that multiply to equal 6, that add up to equal 5, and I know that 2 and 3 are those two. So now I have factors of x plus 2, x minus x plus 3, and I want to make those equal to 0. And I get solutions or intercepts of x equals negative 2 or x equals negative 3. Alright, so the B equation has something that we should be able to see again, a special pattern. This one actually probably isn't a quadratic. So we have x minus 1. Don't know why I did that. Let me move up just a bit. We have x minus 1. And then we're going to factor this, which I can tell is difference of two squares. So we're going to have x plus 4 and x minus 4. So then we're going to find all the zeros. So x minus 1 equals 0, x plus 4 equals 0, x minus 4 equals 0, x equals 1, x equals negative 4, and x equals 4. Going on. Write a quadratic in standard form that has those locations and points. So standard form is ax squared plus bx plus c. Okay, so I know that I have a vertex, so I have y equals a x plus 3 squared plus 4. And I can go ahead and square the x plus 3, and I know that I'm going to get x squared plus 6x plus 9, and I'm going to add 4 to that. There is no a value in this case, so we get y equals x squared plus 6x plus 13. Okay, for the next part here, we're given two zeros and a point. So we're going to write the equation in y equals a x plus 9 x plus 2. Now we're going to go ahead and substitute our values from the point negative 4 and 20. So I'm going to have 20 is equal to a times negative 4 plus 9 and negative 4 plus 2. 20 is equal to A, and we have 5 and negative 2. 5 and negative 2 times negative 10. So A times negative 10. Our A value then is negative 2 after we solve everything. Now we need to go back and write this in standard form. So we're going to have y is equal to negative 2 times x plus 9 and x plus 2. So I'm going to get x squared plus 11x plus 18, and we're going to multiply that by negative 2, so we get y is equal to negative 2x squared minus 22x minus 36. Finally, we have a cubic function. So again, we're going to do the same thing we just did. We're going to take the zeros. So we're going to have 0, 0. Okay, so we're going to have x minus 2, and we're going to have x minus 5, and we're going to have a out here, y equals. We don't need to worry about the 0, 0 term. And we multiply this out. Actually, we do have x minus 0. So I'm going to put that at the end, x minus 0. Alright, so now we have those. We need to find our a value first. So we're going to substitute our 3 and our 12. So 12 is equal to a times 3 minus 2 times 3 minus 5 times 3 minus 0. 3 minus 0 is 3. 3 minus 5 is negative 2. And 3 minus 2 is 1. Negative 6. So 12 is equal to negative 6a. We're going to divide by negative 6 again, and our a value is negative 2. Now we can go back and multiply all of our parts. Y is equal to negative 2 times, we have x minus 2 times x minus 5 and times x. X minus 0 is just going to be x. So we're going to get x squared minus 7x plus 10 times negative 2x. Multiply by negative 2x, we're going to get negative 2x cubed plus 14x squared minus 20x.